Joined by Quincy Hall as we continue preparing for outdoor season. And Quincy, your indoors was one for the record books here at South Carolina. Set the indoor school record in the 400 meters 4 different times. Ended up at 45:25. Obviously won yourself an SEC championship in the 400 meters and finished 4th nationally, running that school record in the NCAA final in Birmingham. A fantastic indoor season for you. I know it was your first time running indoors at the collegiate level. First time you've been on an indoor bank track in a long time. What was that adjustment like, and how did you work your way into the kind of form that you were in towards the end of the season when you were one of the very best 400 meter runners in the entire country?
It was more trying to learn how to be more quicker than fast. Indoor tracks, you have to adjust your race to get to the break fast first, because if you don't get to the break first, it's kind of like tough to like go around curves and stuff. More than outdoor, you can just run your race plan and, hopefully it'll work to win.
A lot of athletes can go post a time in the regular season, but then when the competition steps up and the meets get more important, they wilt a little bit. You did the exact opposite. You set the school record in a regular season meet at home, then you lowered it at a premier regular season meet at Clemson, then you lowered it again at SECs, and you lowered it again at NCAAs. What was it about the competition and knowing that the stakes were higher that brought out the best in you really every single time you were on the track in the indoor season?
Yeah, it's just more of a part of being part of the plan. It's like we practice not to run fast in the beginning of the season. We practice to run fast at the end of the season. So it's like I always had it in me. It's just coach didn't want to bring it out into more of when it was more competition, more time to shine.
And, of course, a lot of Gamecock fans who are just kind of getting their first introduction to Quincy Hall, it being your first year in the program, might not even realize 400 meters is not your primary event. You're a 400 hurdle kind of guy. That's where you won state championships at the JUCO level in California, and then obviously a USA Junior Championship and a Pan American Junior Championships. What kind of confidence do you have knowing that you were right up there with the very best 400-meter runners in the country in an event that's not even your primary event? What kind of confidence does that give you for the 4 hurdles?
Well, it brings a lot of confidence. I know if you can run 45 seconds, 44 seconds outdoor around the track, and then you just throw the sticks in the way the hurdles, it just be more easier, just to be more faster, and then the hurdles just come more naturally if you just have a good coach, to get you your steps right. Try to go 13 instead of going 14 and stuttering, and try to use my other leg instead of just staying one leg the whole time. So it's more of the speed is more of the 400, and that's what got me to run fast in the 400 hurdles.
Of course, the success wasn't just individual for you at NCAAs. You finished 4th individually, but 5th in the 4x400 meter relay. That's the best the Gamecocks have done in that event in well over a decade. I know when I talk to athletes on the team, you always enjoy your individual success, but it's always a little more fun when you can share it with 3 others on a relay. So what was that 4x4 like? You guys posted that time in an early heat, and it held up for 5th. What kind of experience is that to have that success with your teammates?
I think it was better than the 400 experience, because you get 3 more group of guys who come to nationals, who travel, and not saying like they didn't make it in the other events, because one of them did, but the other one didn't. But it's just like the other guys that didn't get to make it in their solo events, they never seen a national medal, they never seen a national podium. So it's just like sharing that moment with a group of guys that never did it before. I've never did it before. Coach never did it before in a minute. So it's just like it was a good feeling that everybody gets to share that moment together.
I'm not going to ask you what your goals are for outdoor, because I know it's to be an SEC and NCAA champion in the 400 hurdles and in the 4x4. But I will ask you, what's the plan like to get there? Because like Aaliyah said earlier, the outdoor season is longer. You've got 7, 8, 9 regular season meets before you get to the ones that really matter. So how do you pace yourself over this next 2.5 months to make sure that you're peaking again when we get to Fayetteville for SECs and then when we go on to regionals and nationals?
Well, we'll just run a smart outdoor season. So we'll run some 400 hurdles. We'll run some over 400s to see if we can lower my 400 time, just to get some speed, and we'll probably run some 4x2s to get my turnover for my first half of the race, because that's where I lack. But yeah, we're gonna make it a smart outdoor season, safe outdoor season, and hopefully become a national champion in the 400 hurdles.
Quincy Hall, an SEC champion in the 400 meters, looking to maybe be a national champion in the 400 meter hurdles before the outdoor season is over. Best of luck outdoors, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you.